NBA 2K18 tutorial number 82. Today, we're going to talk about on-ball defense, and I'm going to further help you cancel that annoying hip blow-by animation. So a key question to doing that is how to be active and balanced while playing on-ball defense in 2K18. Today, I'm going to show you the secret technique that I've been using to achieve this in a good rate. And family, please test this out for me and let me know your results online and offline so I know if this works out for you. So take a look at this clip. What's different and unique about my on-ball defense here with Kobe on the right side, as you saw there, and with Stockton at the same time? So just take a look in general, just see what's different about what I do. So let's take a closer look. If you look at Kobe closely, I'm actually tapping L2 and feathering the left stick while I'm doing all this. So I never hold L2 when I defend. You can see under Kobe's feet, the circle is flashing white. That actually means I'm tapping L2. When you see the circle flashing like this, it means I'm tapping it. And that's all I do, I never hold it. Because you don't need to hold L2 to cut someone off. Watch me using Artez here, and you can see I'm tapping it because the circle is flashing. And I'm creating the same cutoff animation that I would by holding L2. Tapping essentially has the same effect as holding L2. That's why you want to tap and you don't want to hold. So Mullin takes a shot here. Obviously, when you take a shot, just use right stick to contest to finish the possession off like I taught you in tutorial 33. So here's more proof that L2 taps has the same effect as hold. So I'm tapping it here with Dang. You can see that because the white circle is flashing, and I get that body steal animation that people would get if you hold down L2. So seriously, it has the same effect. Except tapping L2 creates a feet chopping effect that gives your defender actually better balance and more active hands. It does all that for you, and all you have to do is tap it, but at the same time it has the same effect as holding it. But tapping it makes you more agile. So watch this closeout I do without the L2 tap technique with Artez. So watch it here. Closing over Artez, and I'm just holding L2 and running at the guy, and that's what usually happens. Like, because you're running too hard, you're not doing L2 taps, and you just get blown by, you miss the steal, you miss the contest, and they get a wide open shot and they hit it in your face. That's you not tapping L2 as you close out. But here I'm holding turbo and doing L2 taps. You can see on the right side, that's a solid closeout by Kobe there. Watch it in slow motion on the right. Tapping L2 as a closeout technique, you can just see the improved balance that my Kobe Bryant has. Look at how he closes out on the ball. He's at a good stance, his feet is chopping, he's active, he's balanced, and most importantly, agile. Watch it here again. They swing the ball up to Mullin. They swing it again. I close out with Kobe. You see how agile I am in the closeout and the backup and the go back forward again. I force a tough pass. That is honestly excellent closeout defense while chopping your feet. And like I showed you earlier, right? Tapping L2 cancel hip blow bys. You don't need right stick or turbo at all. You can see me doing with Kobe here. You know I'm tapping it because the circle is flashing. That's just evidence that I'm tapping. So I'm tapping it. I'm cutting off Mitch Richmond. There's no right stick or turbo here. No need. I'll explain that later why. So I'm tapping L2, and it also helps contain hesitation. You see, Mitch Richmond is about to do a hesitation move here, and because I'm tapping L2, I don't really go overboard as he stops. You see, I turn right back at him because I'm super balanced while I'm tapping L2. I once again cut him off again. We make body to body contact, and that's when you know if you're tapping L2 but you make body to body contact, that's the time to use the right stick like I taught you in tutorial 33. And using the right stick to contest also helps you deter body to body animation. You can see me, I'm just pushing Mitch Richmond away, and now I'm using the right stick to contest. Like, this is honest to God the best you can do on-ball defense on 2K if some guys try to hit blow by you. He makes the shot, I don't care. Like, that's great defense because this is just playing with the odds. And L2 taps equals balance, so you can also use it in the post, and right stick push equals animation cancels. So you see here, I'm tapping L2 in the post as Anthony Davis to cancel to be balanced, and I'm pushing the right stick at Wilt Chamberlain to cancel his post hop. And now I have pinned him so well with L2 tap for balance and right stick push as animation cancel. So when I saw this, I just jumped because I was in such good position, and because I jumped, I got an even higher chance at the block. That's locked up, family. So I'm going to show you a couple of clips where I'm tapping L2 as closeout and also using it as on-ball defense and post defense. But don't forget, you got to add in the right stick to cancel dribble and post animations when you expect them to be coming especially when they make contact with you as you tapping L2. That's when you want the right stick, and you can also use the right stick as contest. Okay, so take a look at these clips. So I'm using L2 taps for closeout here. You see they're gonna swing the ball to Clay. I'm tapping L2 to Kobe as closeout. You can see the flashing white circle. I'm balanced, and I'm using the on-ball defense to wall the guy off. They set a double pick, so there's no L2. I'm just straight turbo running around the screens, because if it's double pick, you gotta do something. If you tap L2, you're still not fast enough. If you hold L2, you're done. So you gotta hold turbo, no L2, just run to Clay. And I realized I've actually cut off Clay's angle here with my turbo run. So I actually did really good with that turbo run going away from the screens. So I started tapping L2 here again to wall Clay off fully, because tapping L2 has the same effect as holding it in terms of walling a guy off, but tapping L2 more balanced. So I'm gonna tap L2, and you can see I have walled Clay off. So you see the flashing, I'm tapping L2, that's post defense now to be extra balanced. I'm using the right stick accordingly to cancel animations because we're making body contact. You see I'm canceling all his post animations, still tapping L2, super balanced, pushing against him, now push against him with the right stick for a full contest. That is honestly great 2K on-ball defense with tapping, right stick, and turbo. So, but when to not tap L2 is also a very good question, because you want to do it a lot. Like, I swear, do it a lot. But not always. It is a great strategy in general, but it's not always correct. So there's few situations you don't want to do it. Like, don't tap L2 if it's a desperate closeout. Like, you see, Clay is kind of open here. Don't want to be tapping L2 now. He's in the corner anyways. Just run at him with the right stick, full turbo. If you run by him, whatever, chase the shooter off the line. Desperate closeout, don't tap L2. And another thing about tapping L2, you don't want to, because tapping L2 makes you crowd the dribbler. So don't crowd the wrong side. So I'm crowding the wrong side on Rick Barry here, and I give up the lane. So avoid that too, okay? And tapping is so effective. Tapping L2 is so effective, even on Pro-Am in 1v1 situations, because Pro-Am is the toughest mode to play 2K18 on ball defense because of player ratings and, you know, customized dribble animations. So you can see me use this technique on Pro-Am, and here I'm facing a 90 overall rated sharp shooting playmaker, which are very annoying dudes on Pro-Am to defend one-on-one. So I'm tapping L2 here, and I get the body steal. So that's the thing I showed you guys. Tapping has the same effect as holding, so make sure you tap. Just tap L2. And you can see me, I'm tapping it constantly because of the white flashing circle. And here he tries to turn the corner on me. I cut him off again. And I never used the right stick because he didn't use any dribble animations as a counter. So I just tap L2, call it a day, locked him up. Watch it closely, you can see me cut him off. Flashing circles means I'm tapping. He's not doing another dribble move here, so I don't need the right stick to cancel any of his animations. So I'm just backing up and tapping L2 to trigger that walling off effect. And I did it excellently. I tried to get the pass here. I flicked the right stick, gave up a seal position, but Jerem backed me out. He got the rebound. Lock up. Here he tries to ISO me, and you can just see me. I'm so balanced tapping L2. I can like engage, disengage, engage, disengage. Watch me engage, disengage, cut him off. He takes a shot, contest with right stick. He panicked, kicked it out, and we locked him up. Good rebound, Jerem. That's great on-ball defense. You can see it here. Another time he tries to bring it up and try to get me. I cut him off initially with the L2. See L2 again. Now I'm doing right stick animation because I'm afraid he's going to dribble animation me. So I'm pushing the right stick against him. He does another dribble move here. You see he's going behind the back. I kind of felt it in game, even though it was very fast. I felt it. So you can see me push the right stick against him to cancel that dribble animation. And I did. You see him bobble the ball. That's the right stick animation cancel there while tapping L2. So this is a full lockup. I knocked the ball loose. There's nothing here for him. He can't go anywhere. He kicks it out. Once again, full lockup. Just leave it to my big man. You know, play some on-ball defense, and also tap L2 if you're on Pro-Am while playing on-ball defense because you're just more balanced and active feet. Great defense. Eat that floater. 2 points. And here in another instance, you can see another Pro-Am game. These are all elite level Pro-Am games, by the way. We're facing all elite teams in it. This is a playmaking slasher. So you see, this is the mistake he makes. He's not tapping L2. He's just running at me. And if you're not tapping L2 and you're running at a guy, you see me riding his hip. He's also not doing right stick animation cancel there while I make body contact with him. So, and I blow by him and I waited for him to jump like an idiot. Yeah, don't do that. Tap L2, family. Otherwise, you're going to be like this guy. So you see me contain him here. He's a slasher, so I backed up a bit. So I'm just containing him on ball with the L2. Pin him up. Good hedge by German. I'm also tapping L2, as you can see with the flashing circle. I'm doing that once in a while for off-ball defense. Get the Manu steal there, tap to recover. Look at how balanced and active my guy is on the engage, disengage. Excellent movement because I'm tapping it. That's another lockup by the team. Good job, squad. So, please test this for me and give me detailed responses of your experience, much like the last time I taught you the hit blow by animation in tutorial 33. That one obviously works because a lot of you guys do it, and I've been doing that myself and it works great. But because recently, as some of you follow me who knows, I've been playing a lot of Pro-Am, and a lot of Elite Pro-Am no less, with the Elite guys that are on Pro-Am scene, and I just joined their team. And I learned a lot about 1v1 on-ball defense against humans, with a guy who actually just dribbles against a human screen, right? Because online, on Supermax, or playing out Gold, it doesn't really matter. I'm essentially facing an on-ball dribbler who's a human, but the screener is not human. The screener is AI, and AI doesn't set screens like a human can. That's why Pro-Am defense is so dang difficult, because the other guy setting a screen is a human with a brain, not 2K codes. So, and especially I'm playing on elite level Pro-Am, right? So those are going to be good screeners, good handlers. And because playing against those guys, I learned this and I figured this technique out. So please test this out for me. It's been working a lot better for me. So essentially, you're going to be tapping L2 all the time. Never ever hold it. That's what I'm preaching to you. Don't ever hold it again. And if the guy is not making full body contact with you where he's riding you, you don't really need the right stick to cancel, because tapping L2 walls him off. But the moment you feel like he's hit you, but he keeps being like he's stuck on you, that's when you want to push the right stick, like I taught you in tutorial 33, to cancel his animations, dribble animations, post animations. Right stick does all that, and even if he takes a shot, right stick equals automatic contest with no foul. That's why you want to push the right stick against him when there's a lot of body contact while he still has momentum. But if you cut him off straight up with tapping L2, just let it be, because he's done. Alright, so with momentum, use the right stick to animation cancel against him on ball defense. But before anything, keep tapping L2 on ball and off ball to keep your feet active, especially in closeout, off ball defense, and initial on ball defense. Okay? If you got any questions, leave it in the comment section. Let me know if this works for you. I'm going to be posting these on the more popular forums again on OS and Reddit, just so everybody can test it out for me, so I can know the general results to combat against this new 2K mechanic that is the hit blow by animation, which 2K has committed as an acceptable weapon for the offense, which I think is a way to it's gameplay balance, so I don't mind it too much. There's a skill gap involved that you need to defend it. I'm trying to teach you guys how to do it. I'm trying to figure it out myself also. So your results and response will be much appreciated. As always, thanks for coming by. Tomorrow's tutorial is going to be on new defensive settings while combining with this new technique for optimal results. Alright, have a good weekend, and I'll see all of you next time.